this man's fiance did not want his daughter in their wedding.
What?
Oh, Lord. What type of mess is this? Hello. Boy, do I have one for you guys today. How many of you men married your fiancé and you love her to death? But before you got married, she told you that you could not have certain people in the wedding. Well, this guy today, his fiancée told him he could not have his daughter in their wedding. Now, his daughter is from a previous marriage, so she would be a stepmom. But you can't have that little girl in our wedding. I want to choose all the women that's going to be in my wedding. I don't want your daughter as a bridesmaid. I don't want your daughter as a flower girl. Now, she's 11 years old, y'all. But she don't want her to partake in anything when it comes to their wedding. I'm going to talk about some of you guys after I make my commentary on this video. Watch it right now. Pay close attention, men.
My fiance tried to exclude my daughter from my wedding, so I called it off. I'm 45 years old, and I have a daughter named Bella who's 11 years old. I had her in a previous relationship with my ex-wife. We got divorced on good terms, and we split custody. Now, I started dating again, and that's when I met Sammy. Me and Sammy were together for 4 years, and then I proposed. Now, Sammy and my daughter Bella get along very well. So, after I proposed to Sammy, she started planning the venues and where we was going to get married, and she started inviting bridesmaids, and then she mentioned to me that she wanted a flower girl. Now, my 11-year-old baby girl, Bella, would be perfect. So I said, okay, great. Bella can be the flower girl. She then gave me a weird look. And then she said, Bella wouldn't fit. So I said, well, Bella's going to be in our wedding one way or another. So we can try to fit her in somewhere because she needs to be in the wedding. My fiance then told me that she's going to be responsible for all the women in the wedding, and my daughter wouldn't be one of them. So I told her, either my daughter Bella is in the wedding, or there won't be no wedding at all. So think carefully about what you do. And after that, I got my daughter and we left. I took her to go get some ice cream. Now, my daughter knows that I'm getting married. So she said, I think I'll look great in whatever dress Sammy gets me. Excited for the wedding. This broke my heart, knowing that Sammy don't even want her to be in it. So I texted her and I said, hey, I'm going to be staying with a friend for a few days. I need to think this through. After that, I get a text from my mother-in-law. I get a text from her mother saying that I'm overreacting, that my daughter doesn't need to be in the wedding, and that I'm making a big deal out of this. Also, I'm being a jerk by threatening to call it off because my daughter won't be in it. So after that, I went back home. And I seen my mother-in-law sitting outside of her car across the street. So I did my best to get out of the car and not be noticed by her. That way I don't have to speak to her. So I went in the house to talk to my fiance. And I asked her, I seen her in the kitchen, sitting down at the dining room table. I asked her, why does my daughter not fit the part? And why do you not want my daughter in the wedding? And her answer shocked me to my core. She said, I was hoping that after we got married, you will become one of those holiday only type dads that you will only see your daughter a few times out of the year. I didn't want her in the wedding because I didn't want any photos of her around the house, knowing that she won't be around as often anymore. I calmly took her hand and slid that ring off of her finger. She started tearing up. I told her, by tomorrow, all of your stuff needs to be going out of my house. And you need to do it while my daughter's not here. She ran out of the house crying, begging for me to forgive her. We were supposed to go on our honeymoon in Hawaii. I guess me and Bella will be going on that Hawaii trip.
Ooh. Man, I'm going to tell you this. There are signs that you are missing. This man, I'm pretty sure, he said they've been dating for 4 years. There were signs that he ignored. Evidently, the woman is a narcissist. She's all about herself. She don't even care about his daughter. He don't love. She don't. Let me say that. I meant to say she. She don't love his daughter. Because if she did, she would want her all up in that wedding. She will be loving on that little girl. She will be doing everything for her. Buying her clothes, taking her places, mommy and daughter days, even though she ain't the mommy, step-mama, daughter day, something like that. And I can guarantee that's not what she's doing, okay? Now, she probably was nice, don't get me wrong, those 4 years acting like she loved that man's daughter. Trying to do everything, probably. Maybe she fooled him. Maybe she did. But like I said, there's signs you're missing. Ain't nobody that damn perfect. Nobody that perfect. Also, how did his daughter react with her? Well, he said they got along fine. But something is not right. Now, children will miss the sign. They'll miss it because they think that the person really loved them. I'm pretty sure this is going to break his daughter's heart that she did not want her in the wedding. Who's going to marry a guy and he has a daughter? The daughter 11 years old. Who's going to marry a guy and you don't put his daughter in the wedding? Don't you think that daughter is going to think that she is going to be in that wedding and she's going to be so happy for her dad? But then you go and tell her she can't be in the wedding? Who does that to a child? Who? A bad person. He also said Sammy and his daughter got along well. So why? Why, Sammy? Why are you doing this to the daughter? But like I said, women will play the role acting like they love your child to death. Really and truly, they don't. They only want you. They don't want your children. And then his fiance thought that once they get married, she wasn't going to be coming over much. Why wouldn't she be? She just gonna see them on holidays. Why would somebody do that? If he's seeing his daughter all the time, what make you think because he married you, he's just gonna want to see his daughter on holidays? What kind of fool is that? But you know what though, y'all? We got some men who will allow that. We got some weak men out there. Weak. And when you marry a weak man, you're gonna have a horrible life, a horrible marriage. I don't like a man that's weak, that can't stand up for himself. stand up against me. Well, not too much. Don't stand up against me too much now, especially when I'm right. But when a man is right, you're going to bow down to the woman because you don't want to upset her, because she ain't going to give you no stuff down there. You're going to abide by it. You are. Well, I don't want to make her mad, Sandfay. I don't want to make her mad. Because I'm going to go through hell. So I'll sacrifice my daughter just a little bit. I'll sacrifice my family just a little bit so I can have some tail. I'll sacrifice them. They understand. They have people in their lives too. They are married. They have fiancé. So I'll sacrifice just a little bit. You shouldn't sacrifice at all. I'm going to tell you that right now. Especially when it's something right. You should never sacrifice. And if you do, men, you are a punk. I don't like punks. I don't like them. Put it on down there. Put it on down there. I want to know, have you ever had a situation like this? Or do you know someone who's in a situation like this now? This young man did right by calling off that wedding. He did. That shows me he is a real man. Don't nobody want no, what they call them, weakling. Nobody wants that. At least I don't. Go down there and tell me what you think about this whole thing. Man, they just don't make men like they used to. I know y'all want to say it. They don't make women like they used to either. They don't. Well, I'm talking about the men today, damn it. That's who I'm talking about, the men today, okay? I talk about women too, but today I'm talking about y'all. With all that being said, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And watch the next video coming up. Thank you.
Yeah.